Well, I don't want to get all political on y'all, but we should amend the Constitution, very least. Reparation, restitution. It's a crime of the century, lock me penitentiary, till we can find solution. Bicyclists wearing bicycle outfits, we all can see your bulge. I don't think it makes you any faster, visible enough disaster. Just another one of those sexual kicks that these freaks like to indulge. The will of the people, bicycle outfits should be illegal. The will of the people, bicycle outfits should be illegal. The will of the people, bicycle outfits should be illegal. Such a horrific sight, I wish I was dead. See the outline, your penis head. If it's legal to wear a skin-tight boat showing catsuit, thinking the tappity-tap-tap Segway should be perfectly cool. The will of the people, bicycle outfits, they should be illegal. The will of the people, bicycle outfits should be illegal. The will of the people, bicycle outfits should be illegal. Bicycle outfits should be illegal.
Dr. Heed's warning about blueberries for breakfast. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. That's a little sneak peek of what you're going to get on the greatest podcast going, the Anti-George Carlin George Carlin podcast. But first, you did it. You did it. This is the 1 year anniversary of Ross and Nazareth's Anti-George Carlin George Carlin podcast, and my 1 year anniversary, September 10th, 2025. 1 year of doing comedy. And I don't know if you ever you guys ever see the video of the dude that does like Hollywood sound effects, and he breaks like celery, and it's like someone's like, oh my leg. I call this one the fresh cucumber crunch. Ready for this? My leg. Oh, that's that cucumber crunch, dog. I should be doing sound effects for Hollywood. It's like an apple, dude. Check this out. It's like an apple almost. You would never even know, dude. If I would have told you it was a cucumber apple, a little blindfold test, I would have passed. I sound like an extraterrestrial, dude. You ever see that YouTube video of the black chick? She's like, I am not human, I'm extraterrestrial, I'm from outer space. Come on, guys. What's happening? What's going on? What's going on? This is the greatest podcast going. 1 year, I thought I would be selling out arenas. For real. That's the ego I had. And now my neighbor's fire alarm's going off. I know you guys, if you guys, I'll try and, this is so loud. I know you guys can hear this. This is loud. This is my neighbor's fire alarm. And I love when this fire alarm goes off, especially because 2 weeks ago, he almost burned down his apartment. And I'm almost burned down my apartment too. I come home to Bethlehem Fire Department in level A respiration. They're just with the fans going. I'm like, oh, smoke's everywhere. I'm getting down. I come in my house. My whole apartment smells like smoke now. Thanks a lot, neighbor, who doesn't have any furniture. Kind of weird. Kind of weird if you ask me. So, anyways, that's a true story. So when I moved in, I'm ready at 2 minutes. I'll spare you the details of this story. But when I was moving in, I was with my dad and the lady helping us move in. And by the way, the greatest apartment in Bethlehem, by bar none, just like the greatest. I wouldn't live in a bad apartment complex. This place is great. Besides my neighbor almost killing me. So she's moving me in and my dad's there and she goes, whatever you do, you can bump the range and it can turn on. And I've done it twice now, but I'm not retarded, ladies and gentlemen. So I quickly turned it off. Some people are retarded. And just like you can hear the fire alarm going off right now, they left cardboard on top of the range. And she's told me a story. She heeded a warning about leaving anything on top of the range because she had a photographer go out and he's getting all these sick pics of the beautiful apartment complex where I live. And he's out there for hours. Now the sun's setting perfectly. He has perfect lighting. So he stays out there another hour and he comes back in. He left his lithium batteries and all of his camera equipment on the range. It melted. Not only did it melt, it blew up. It was explosive. And now they had to redo the whole kitchen in that apartment. So she said, whatever you do, don't leave anything on the range. And I said, lady, you don't got to worry about me. My dad's standing right next to me. I go, I just put my expensive family, priceless family heirlooms on the range. I just put my explosive targets, my live ammunition rounds on top of my range, lady. That's all I do. I put my grandfather's priceless shotgun shell maker that makes live ammunition. And I put that on my range before I leave. That's what I do. And by the way, I'm a photographer. And I put my lithium batteries on top of my range, lady, and that's what's going on. And then I took a big bite of a cucumber. I said, I should really be working for Hollywood. I shouldn't be here right now. I should be selling out arenas. But instead, I'm doing podcasts. And by the way, 1 year in podcasting, if you're like, was it hard? No. It was the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. I don't know if I had an extraordinarily hard life, but comedy, so easy. I just talk. By the way, can you talk? Can you talk? Yes. You can do podcasting. Can you do stand-up? Can you talk? You can do it then. You just have to do it. And it's been so easy, and I love the comedians that go, I'm so hardworking. I'm a disciplined, hardworking comedian. I think saying comedian and hardworking in the same sentence is kind of redundant because you got to be a little bit mental to do what we do. But I love when they go, I'm hardworking. I'm disciplined. I'm so hardworking. You're talking. That's all you're doing. You're just talking. How are you saying you don't have any calluses on your hand? What are you talking about? You're disciplined and hardworking. You're talking. And by the way, in 2025, you don't even need to talk. You ever see Kill Tony, folks? Sorry, that cracked me up. Kill Tony is a guy who doesn't even talk. You know, I am a machine, extraterrestrial. Just crunch it. Come on, folks. So if that was if I was a fast talking, gift of gab Southern lawyer, like Matthew McConaughey in that one movie where he gets the black guy off. He's a Southern talking, fast drawing lawyer. And if I was one, I would go, and if that's not reason enough, Your Honor, hat in hand, if that's not enough reason that comedy is so easy, you can go up there and have true disabilities and still be able to do it. How can you say you're hardworking and disciplined? Come on, it's one of the easiest art forms. You can go up there and you don't even have to talk nowadays. So if that is not reason enough for you, if you want to do stand-up or you want to do some sort of art form, but you don't know how, just go for it. I say this, if you think you can do stand-up, you can. But if you think you can't do stand-up, you can't. It's that simple. And you got to hear what people are saying. To hear what people are saying, come on now. So just like I was saying, I heeded the warning. So I recently did see an article, and I'll close with this because it's now at 7 minutes. This was all throwaway stuff I did in this podcast. And I do like the throwaway stuff. I don't want to make it boring. But this is what I was supposed to happen in this podcast. And somehow we're at 7 minutes and 30 seconds because my neighbor's smoke alarm was going off. You don't have one of the $1 million studios, guys. Sorry. Whoa. I've only been at this for a year. Some people are at this 20 years and come on, dude. I wouldn't be doing what you guys are doing, dude. I'll be way cooler stuff than you guys. So, the other day I did read an article and it was Dr. Heed's warning about blueberries for breakfast. That wasn't clickbait in the front of a video you're actually already watching. It wasn't fake watching clickbait, whatever that means. And I'm like, wow, That's the bravest doctor in America. He's heeding a warning about blueberries? Oh man, he's staring down that bowl of antioxidants. Whoa, this guy's crazy. And by the way, it's the cardiologist that went on Dr. Mike, who's on YouTube. He's like the biggest YouTube doctor there is. And honestly, I think Dr. Mike lost to this doctor heeding warnings about blueberries. Because the doctor heeding warnings about blueberries, he was just shooting from the hips. He didn't have facts. He was going, he had no tangible facts, but I was like, I like this guy. I like his moxie. So what's the warning, by the way? That was the funniest thing. It won't tell you the warning. All these clickbait things you see when you open up your internet, they'll never tell you what the thing is. And you're just clicking. I want to know the warning. I want to know the warning. Is it too delicious? Are they too round? I need to know this warning. Is there a blue bar? You know how like smoking, guys, smoking is real bad, right? And you know how like back in the day in the 50s, they had like cool guys come and try and like, or like real hot chicks, they'll come in like, smoking's not that bad. And they have like these, lobbyists for smoking, the big smoking industry. I wonder if blueberries can't have that ever since Willy Wonka and the chick blew up into a blueberry. But it would be funny if like there was like a dangerous kind of like lobbyist who at gunpoint is holding the cardiologist like, you better tell them to stick to oatmeal. You better tell these motherfuckers to stick to oatmeal, dude. What are you doing telling them? You gotta heed the warning, the blueberries. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, imagine you're a patient in that cardiologist's office, right? And you got chest pain or whatever. And the cardiologist comes up to you, he's like, it's like a tear. He's like, you gotta promise me you will not eat blueberries for breakfast. Do you promise me that? Do you promise me? Promise me, sir. You will not eat blueberries for breakfast. They're too delicious. You can't start out your day. It's too much sugar. And I was watching with Dr. Mike. He was calling them sugar bombs. Explosive, dude. They're blowing up. Sugar bombs. Just blueberry after blueberry. They're unpredictable. You can't trust those at breakfast. They're superfood. Next minute, it's a cautionary tale of a bomb, explosive. This thing may go off any second. All right. See, this is off the cuff, all off the cuff. It's the best. It's the best podcast going, dude. And off the rip, dude. That's how I want to die, first of all. And last of all, how I want to die is I don't want to die some hero. I want to die very mysteriously, extremely mysteriously. And on my gravestone, I wanted to say, Ross of Nazareth did not heed the warning. Blueberries did not heed the warning. Died. Did not heed the warning about blueberries for breakfast. That's it. And people will stand in front of that gravestone and go, how did breakfast do? What, blueberries and did breakfast killed this guy? Whoa, he didn't heed the warning. What is this warning? And they'll do the same thing I did. Click for hours, not understanding what this warning is, and it's out there somehow. People are still eating blueberries for breakfast. This is insane. This is insane. So happy 1 year, guys. Happy 1 year. Could this have gone any worse? This podcast. I'll give one more crunch. One more crunch. Do a little cute crunch. My leg! Oh!